Is alright, ndani ya Top Prime Media Breakfast Show, one and only guys. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Happy to see you.
Happy to see you too. Yeah.
You can say Happy New Year because it's in the year.
Well, Happy New Year. I remember also to say Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was happening yesterday. But now, because it's on Monday and I'm in studio, I think it's important that I wished fathers a happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, sure.
To every father ambaye ako pale nje.
Exactly. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Nimeona mtu analalamika asubuhi ya leo kwamba he will not tell his father Happy Father's Day because he's a deadbeat father. Yeah, watu wanalia huku nje.
Yeah, I understand such things. Probably I've not told the viewers. My name is Haron Baraka. Yes, Haron Baraka. I'm a resident of Kitengela.
Yeah.
And I do business within Kitengela.
Tupitia hapo kwa deadbeat fathers.
Nice. So, well, deadbeat fathers, I understand it's a painful thing. And I know how it feels probably not having somebody being there, standing there as a father for you. I know the pain, but we call them to forgive and move on. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Amsame tuna
move on.
They move on. Wow.
Yes.
So guys, today on the State of the Nation we have Mr. Aaron Baraka. Na mtu ako pale anauliza Aaron Baraka ye nani, amezaliwa wapi, ile tu kufahamu.
Yes. Aaron Baraka ni mzaliwa wa Western region. I'm from Busia County.
Okay.
Yes. And I live here in Kitengela. I do a few businesses around. And maybe professionally I've done what we call human resource management.
Okay.
And that is what I've done professionally. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So at least I think we have an end of all Aaron Baraka is growing up from Busia County.
Sure.
Ulijipataje Kitengela, by the way?
Well, what happened is my elder sister had come to Nairobi. Yeah. Then she found herself in Kitengela as a place of work. So by then, when I finished up high school, then I came to Kitengela where she was. So she hosted me for some time.
Okay.
Before now, I moved on and began being on my own. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So that's how I found myself in Kitengela.
Okay.
And I've loved it. I think I love it so much.
Kitengela.
Yeah, sure. It's a good place.
Okay, now I want us to go straight to the State of the Nation. We begin there. That's why I've told my fellow Gen Zs ambao wanategea kwamba today be prepared because something amazing will happen.
Great.
And today I want to just go straight to looking about the State of the Nation. Na naangalia pale gazeti la The Standard this beautiful morning. They're talking about shameless top cops.
Yes.
And Mr. Aaron, if I was just to ask you, what's the take out of the whole story now? At least people have a hint of what has been happening in Kenya concerning Halbert. Mbaya zaidi yote ametoka your side, eh?
Yep.
Western part.
Yeah, it's in the Western region though.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the take? Leave it on the Western and whatever. We are one. Let's talk. What's your take out of this point about this state?
Well, looking at this entire story, personally, I've really been pained. And I'm looking at the entire thing when the father of Albert comes in and mentioning how the boy was taken from home, and he followed them. You know, the painful part is when a parent picks up a title deed. We all understand what that means. He comes with it, and he's telling people that I came with a title deed so that I would bail out my child, just if things would allow. But then he later on tells us he lives with a death certificate. It's a very painful thing. So this entire story, you look at it and you realize that there are, one of the things displayed in this is the dishonesty that we have as a country, as a state. Yeah. Because there must be somebody that did this. And there is a place that this young man was taken. Yeah. Now, why can't we just take anybody that surrounded this whole thing? Let's bring them together. And now from there we'll be able to understand what really happened to a level where we lost this particular life. So to me, it's completely, it's off, it's painful. And we need to come to a place of honesty as a state and be able to just safeguard our citizens. Yes.
And concerning that issue, I have seen wamesema kwamba the Nairobi Central Police, huyo mkubwa wao nini Talam, wamesema kwamba walimshika. Anasema pia hiyo time hakuwa job, alikuwa club. What is that? Because kwanza walituambia kwamba aligonganisha kwa ukuta, akakuja wakasema what was a lie. Anasema hakuwa like
you see one thing is facts are very stubborn. Facts are very, very stubborn.
Yeah.
You will create all these stories, but there are certain things, there are certain trails that will end up selling out someone.
Yeah.
You look, there is conflict of time. If you've been following it, that particular investigation, right from the Senate and maybe the Parliament, you see, there's so many things that have been conflicting. Now, this confliction already tells us that there is something that is happening. They are not just telling us.
Yeah.
You get the thing? So, telling us he was not maybe at the station at that particular time, or I don't know, the sale, whatever that happened. Maybe, I don't know, I heard of the CCTVs were not working. But the reason why I'm saying the facts are stubborn, you remember, they remembered to switch off the one at the police station, but they forgot to switch the one at the hospital.
At the hospital.
So you see, that's what I'm telling you, that facts are very stubborn. They'll sell you out at the end of the day. So, you see, truth be told, here, the first thing is this. Let's have these people, all of them. I'll be very honest. If my thinking would be, let's start picking from those ones that went for him.
Yeah.
Whoever that sent them to go pick him.
Yeah.
Let's bring all of them. Even that police station that I don't know, they're saying he was taken to back at home, and then he was picked from there. That entire team should be brought first to explain to us what really happened, not being selective. You see, if you become selective, that means you have a certain target. But how about we gather all these people, let them tell us what really transpired, let us have the entire process, then we'll be able to, I think, to come to a conclusive.
But do you think serikali itajichunguza?
That's very unfortunate. Kwamba haiwezi. Huo ndio ukweli wa mambo. Haiwezi. Kwa sababu kama kwa mfano tuseme you see now cells belongs that is a state place. That means that is government itself. Now we lose a life in that place. Trust you me, it is very difficult. What we're going to experience probably ni zile tu yani tutakuwa tunakutana na leo story nyingine imeemerge, kesho kuna nyingine. So it becomes in my own opinion, it's a bit difficult unless what we're going to have is what we call a sacrificial lamb. There is somebody that they will choose. Sasa huyu abebe msalaba. And I think the way I said, if you're following those proceedings, there are very funny things that are happening. Unapata kwamba mwenye anasimamia DCI anaruka anasema sisi hapa hatupo, ni fulani ndiye anafaa IG ndiye anafaa simamie. So you see already there's a blame game, and not just a blame game, but people have already begun wanajitoa kimpango. You get the thing?
Okay. So
it becomes a very difficult affair
for the government to investigate itself.
Very difficult.
Okay.
Yes.
And in matters of these, unajua sahi everybody in the Republic of Kenya sahi vijana this thing has really added everybody.
Yeah, sure.
What do you think right now Kenyans should be doing?
Well, I'll be very honest that the place we've gotten to calls for a very lengthy conversation.
Yeah. A
lengthy conversation in the sense that one of the things that I've come to learn in this particular country is that first, we are dealing with very interesting things. And I'll mention them. One, we are having people that have the state at heart, but they don't have strategies.
Come on.
Okay. We are having people that have this country at heart. They want a betterment of this country at heart. But then probably they do not have strategies.
The strategies.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, we're also having another team that has good strategies, but they don't have the nation at heart.
Hey.
Probably expound it.
Hey, you need to go deep about that, you know.
Well, we are having a nation whereby probably those that have already taken the helms of leadership, they have very good strategies on how to ascend to power,
Yeah.
but they don't have the people, the citizens at heart.
Okay.
Because you see, when you're sent to the hands of power, then you're having a people to lead, a people to govern,
Yeah.
a country to govern. You get the thing? Now, we're having other guys here that have, they love the nation.
Yeah.
They want to see the greatness of the nation, but then probably they do not have the strategies to get up there.
Yeah, okay.
That is what I'm trying to say. Now, what do we need as a nation?
Yeah.
We need to come to a place where first, the citizens, we have to come to understand who is this person that has got our nation at heart.
Okay.
Now, that becomes the person that we are going to help. Whether they have strategies or they do not have, we are going to make sure that this is the person that comes at the helms of power in our nation.
Yeah.
And that is the only solution that we have. Because the moment we'll have that, the moment you have people that have a state at their heart, then so many things, so many mistakes, so many bad things that we've experienced, they're going to come to an end. Yes, sir.
If we just to ask now,
Yeah.
who do you think now, currently, the current situation, who do you think anahitaji atokezee nje, asimame mbele ya vyombo vya habari, aseme kwamba yenyewe tumekosa?
Well, unajua, msamaha is a very interesting thing.
Yeah.
Kwamba you can come and tell people, forgive us, we've done these mistakes, but there is something else. Are you going to change? You see, saying sorry without change, then it's not sorry in the first place. You see, the reason why I'll even tell you that people are so mad and angry at this particular time is at some point we were told, I apologize. But then after the apology, we're still seeing some of the things that we apologized over still happening. Trust you me, the bitterness will go to the highest level.
Okay.
You get the thing? Now, at this particular point, I think we need not just an apology, but we need actions.
Okay.
Because apologizing, I can come on the cameras and tell you I'm sorry about this, but then the question is this: have I changed?
The change.
Because for me, I think the most important thing is about changing and not just apologizing. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who do you think pastor maybe to come up with that now seriousness and from the bottom of the heart and say that, dear Kenyans, we are sorry?
At this time, I think we will call unto our president because he's the father of the nation. And you see, I'm very certain that today, if the president ordered and said, I want this, anything or whatever that is happening within the country, within, let's not even give it a week. Let him say 24 hours. I want everything to be put to a close. I want to know this, I want to know that. Trust you me, it's possible. It's very possible. Okay. Now, we want, let the president come and apologize. And not just apologize.
Yeah.
Following the apology, let there be changes.
Let there be changes.
Yes, that is the most important thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's now leave that issue because that one for Albert, I think.
Yeah, sure.
I think these four guys, Douglas Kanja, Edith Langat, Mohamed Amin, and Mushiri Nyaga.
Yes.
These four guys, I think, we are going to see the law, the law now followed.
Yes, sure.
Let's now jump to the side of the young people and leadership. Currently, we are having a revolution whereby the young people wants to be in leadership. The young people now wants to take over by 2027. But now the question is, do you think they are ready?
Well, readiness to leadership is a very complicated issue. Because you see, I'll be very honest here that one of the things that calls for a leader is a person that is decided as an individual first.
Yeah.
Whatever that is happening currently, I'll say that some of the things that also kill us as young people is that we do things corporately and not independently. Whereby tunafanya vitu kisquadi. But you see, we need to come to a place of first we sit down, we evaluate ourselves and understand. For instance, if I say that I want to get into this particular maybe I want to vie, let me say I want to vie as an MCA in Kitengela. First, I don't need mbogi ya wase kuniambia ninaweza. First I need to sit down and check what we call checks and balances and be able to understand that first, am I even mentally fit? You get the thing? So it starts kule chini. Am I even mentally fit? Mentally fit in the sense that unaweza fika mahali hata msena akutusi. Pia unaweza utamwambia hata wewe pia ni unaona utamtusi. So that you come and realize that first hata wewe mwenyewe hauko stable. You get the thing? So first it calls for us to audit ourselves as young people. Then after auditing ourselves as young people, then from there we be able to get in. Now the question of whether we are ready or not, it calls for an individual capacity for you to know whether you're ready or not. Because if I talk about are we ready, chances are I'll be talking on behalf of other people that probably might not be ready. Maybe tu ni mbwembwe tu tunapiga na hatuko, lakini young people can still be great leaders. Yes, because they have bright minds, they're still energetic, they are people that can they know they can do things with so much passion. So our ability or us being ready for that, for leadership, yes, people are ready. Just at first, let them make independent decisions. Yes, sir.
Wow, that's good. Great. Now, talking about still that for the young people and leadership, I'll just be brief because we have seen that Gen Z saying on 25th June this month.
Shut
down. What's the take out of that as a person who loves his country?
Well, you see now that there is there's one thing that I'll say. If you say it's bad, then we are becoming coward. It's kind of we allowing the state or whatever that is happening that is not right to continue. But then when we say we shut it down, the question would be this. Yes, we are shutting down. How sure are we that even the state itself is safe? I'll give the reason why I'm saying this, that you see, I've not, this is just what I've been seeing on social media, so I don't have proof to this. That the last demonstrations, there were even cars banned, though guys were trying to check, and the NTSA, and they were talking about maybe they were not marching and things like those ones. That one aside. But now, you see, this is already loss of property. We don't know whether the state is the one that planted. That is our understanding. So we might not be sure. So shutting down the country, it's because maybe people are bitter and they don't want more continuation of this, such kind of things that are happening. But at the same time, we need to be concerned that this is our nation. This is the only country that we have. And as much as we want this, let's do it with moderation, that we don't end up now losing other things in the process of fighting for our own freedom. But one thing that I understand, there's no freedom is never free. Yeah, sure.
Wow, that's good.
Great.
This one is Top Prime Media Breakfast Show with me, Kalem Sök. You know, like how we normally do it every single day here. Monday to Thursday, tunapiga vitu kisisi, tunahaim hivyo. On a studio, we have Aaron Baraka, and tunazungumzia swala nzima la the state of the nation. What's the take out of that? We can always give you a view pale kwa comment section. Utuambie what's the take out of that. You know, guys, how we normally do it, because after now this, right? After this short break that we are going for less than 60 seconds, we'll just be back here to speak on something that will just make you feel right at home. And how will we make you feel right at home? It's very simple. Don't try to swipe up. If you're using your machine or your computer, don't try to go anywhere. Alright? Ukiwa umefanya pale, wacha tucheze background. Alright? Because Top Prime Media is the arm of authentic vibes. My name is Caleb Msioki, and after this short break, tunarudi kiproper. Be ready.